Between cooking, cleaning, and lots of dance parties, I spend a majority of my day in the kitchen. I definitely want the kitchen to be a place that I feel comfortable in and enjoy being in. Currently, the kitchen is very dark. It is brown from the cabinets, countertops, and down to the floor. There's even a huge crack in my sink. It is ugly to look at, and it even leaks out underneath. Today we are going to be doing the renovation. You will see the before, during, and final reveal of the kitchen renovation. I am so giddy to be bringing you guys along our entire kitchen renovation. A few years ago, Landon's mom and grandma both had their kitchen countertops and the backsplash redone, and they look amazing. I've been in their kitchens. They went with Granite Transformations, and so that is who we decided to go with for our kitchen renovation as well. And the cool thing about this company is they have an online visualizer where you can jump online, plug things in, play around a little bit, and you can see and get like a good idea of what you want in your kitchen before you meet with a designer. And then you can meet with the designer one of two ways. You can either have them come into your home, or you can meet with them online through like Zoom or FaceTime, and then they can walk you through and give you like the best tips for what would look best in your kitchen. And so we're gonna jump on the online visualizer and bring you guys along.
So we went to their website, click on their kitchen visualizer, and it pops up a digital kitchen. And you can easily see all the different things you can manipulate and look at. So we're gonna get our kitchen all set up to kind of look like the way it does now. So of all the cabinet options, this one looks like it's the closest to the one we have. This is what our kitchen kind of looks like right now, and it's really fun to go in and play as we decide our countertops. We can get different faucets, sinks, edges. So we want to look at the different countertops, and like Julie said, we want to lighten our kitchen up a little bit. We need to bring some brightness in. So we're kind of trying to stick to some of these lighter hues.
I want to see what the terra looks like. So it's a little
So
too dark.
a little too gray for what we're thinking. Another popular option is that these backsplashes go up high, right? So they have tons of different backsplash options here.
I will show you with the hand arrow how we have that 4-inch right there. I do want to take that out and have something up the whole wall. Bonnie has the beveled bullnose, I think, and I think I like the European edge where there's like a little bit, but not too much.
So here's what our kitchen looks like right now. Lots of browns.
I can see it really well, that's good. Looks like we've got Corian as a current countertop. I think a lighter countertop would really be a good fit.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring multiple countertop options, both in quartz that we talked about, as well as granite. There are some granite options that would be a good fit too. I want you to be able to consider the full range.
Perfect.
And then to be able to rule out what you don't like. Or you could go to the traditional stainless steel sink. You know, it really helps too if we can kind of narrow it down. Instead of me bringing in 10 or 15 samples, I can bring in 3, 4, or 5. It just makes the process a little bit easier to navigate.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Grant.
How are you?
Come on in.
Landon and Julie, right?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
So what started all of it was this cracked sink right here.
This is Corian. Now, floor stain, right? Looks
Yes.
great.
I
Now
think
it's
we'll
just the
keep it.
floor. Now it presents very warm, right?
Mhm.
I'm a designer, so as it presents, it's coming across real warm. And the epoxy, it's an adherent, obviously. And then we put the stone right over the top, and it actually becomes part of this countertop. Once it's dry, you can't get it off. I mean, it doesn't come off. So
Okay.
that's one of the great things about our company is that we're able to reuse the existing countertop. We're not filling landfills with big pieces of countertop all the time. We reuse what's here, which does a couple of things. One, it's environmentally friendly, and we're keeping costs down by doing it. Now, as I set these out here, you're going to know what you don't like right away, and that's okay. These are actual material. This is actual slab. So tell me what you don't like.
I don't like these ones.
Now, in design school, they teach us where to put these to give you the best effect. So what I need you to do is if you would walk out the door and then come walking in, a little trick we do.
I'm spying on him. He's
All right.
laying out the samples for us.
Okay, come in and take a look at this.
Right here. Ooh, see, I really do like that. That's pretty. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
Okay, same thing. Come and look at it.
Okay.
That's pretty too.
So what's your opinion? What do you think it would look like in here with that?
I think it looks stunning.
Okay.
It would have been my first choice. As a designer, that's the one I would have picked. Traditional granite is cut out of the mountain. It's normally 2 to 3 centimeters thick, right? And it has to be that way to maintain its structural integrity. If you try to move it, it'll fall apart because it's fissurous, right?
Sure.
So what we do is we take that same granite and that same quartz and we grind it. We mix it with a polymer that does two things. First, it increases the tensile strength. So instead of having to be this thick, it only has to be that thick. And that allows us to put it right over the top of this countertop, right? And the polymer seals it. So you don't have to go down to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy the bottle of sealer every year and wipe it on, as you do with traditional granite. That's a requirement. So that's a good thing.
So once it's in,
Once it's in, no maintenance, easy to take care of, easy to clean, very durable.
Can you explain to me a little bit about the microban?
Yeah, so it's antimicrobial.
Yeah.
It has an antimicrobial property that's built in. So
That's really neat.
it's actually medical grade.
Really?
So they use it
Wow.
in hospitals and things like that to prevent bacteria. I don't want you to think that this is the only sinks we can do. We
Right.
can
Okay.
do them all.
But this is the same material as the
The
countertop.
granite,
It
this
is.
is granite composite, you said?
And it
Okay.
has the polymer in it. But no, we give them a lifetime warranty. Can come out and replace it if there's ever any issue.
Okay, so Grant just left, and it was so helpful having a designer in our home looking at like our current situation, and he really did walk us through like step by step. He's like, well, because of this I would do this, or because of that maybe let's try this. And he was also very open to hear like my opinions, and he didn't want to step in too much and give his full opinion. He let me kind of choose, and then he was like, yep, that's what I would suggest too.
Yeah.
So-
it was good to have someone experienced here helping us along.
While he was here, he had his iPad up, and so he showed us like all these pictures of all the things that they have done before. They've done 1.5 million renovations, and he had tons of pictures on that he was like showing us of like different scenarios of different products, and so that was really helpful.
And from my perspective, I love that it's like seriously no stress, no mess. The only demolition they'll do, removing these little 4-inch backsplash strips, that's the only thing they have to tear out. Everything else just goes right on top and they're in and out really fast. So less mess, less stress. This just like, to me, it's the only way to renovate. Really.
All right, the action begins today. It has been super fun meeting with the designers and picking out what we want for the kitchen. But today, they are going to come in and they are going to measure our countertops, get a template for the new countertops. We have the electricians here who are contracted through Granite Transformations, so I didn't even have to schedule anything. I just worked through one company, which has been really easy, slick, and awesome. But they are going to be putting the lights up underneath the cabinet tops, so I've got some mood lighting in the kitchen, so I cannot wait to show you the after. You never know what you are going to find when doing construction or renovations, and I want to show you a pantry that is behind this wall. How crazy is that? If I ever wanted to like make the room into the living room bigger and get rid of all of that, I would have my own little pantry behind that wall. I would say that the lights were a success. It totally changes the feel of this room in the evening time and makes it feel so much more warm and cozy. They are doing the kitchen countertops today, the day I've been waiting for so long. So they ripped off that little backsplash thing right here. It looks so different to not have a sink in here. I am so happy to get rid of this old sink and so happy to install this bad boy. 12-year anniversary and early Merry Christmas to us. We have a kitchen and I love it. You guys, it is so pretty and bright and cheerful in here.
It really, really did transform our whole kitchen, the whole feel of it. My favorite part was probably watching the contractors doing the work and being involved. I was kind of watching them and asking them questions, but I didn't have to do the work. They coordinated everything. Everything went so smoothly.
That was the one nice thing about going with Granite Transformations is they literally did all the communication with all the individual contractors and they kept me in the loop as to when they would be here, but I didn't have to like schedule anything, which was so nice.
You guys, we would seriously highly recommend Granite Transformations. If you are considering a bathroom or kitchen remodel at all, these guys do a fantastic job.
I'm going to go ahead and leave swipe up links in the description below to Granite Transformations. I will also be doing some before and afters over on my Instagram, so go check it out.